द पावर टॉक सीरीज़ में आपका स्वागत है इलेक्ट्रिकल मिरर के साथ। मैं हूं मोनिका चाहर और आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसे विजनरी लीडर हैं जिन्होंने इलेक्ट्रिकल इंडस्ट्री को एक नई ऊंचाई पर पहुंचाया है। वेलकम टू इलेक्ट्रिकल मिरर सर। इट्स आवर
थैंक यू।
प्रिविलेज टू हैव यू विद अस टुडे।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
So sir, I would like to take this opportunity to know more about your journey. आप क्या हमें अपने बारे में और बता सकते हैं कि आपने कैसे स्टार्ट किया और इतने दिनों में आपने इलेक्ट्रिकल इंडस्ट्री को किस तरीके से इवॉल्व होते हुए देखा है?
मैं सूरत का रहने वाला था। गुजराती मीडियम स्कूल में पढ़ा हूँ। एसएससी तक वहाँ पढ़ा। उसके बाद और एक साल वहाँ पढ़ा और 12वीं स्टैंडर्ड में मैं मुंबई आ गया, क्योंकि उस ज़माने में सूरत में इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज नहीं थी और मुझे इंजीनियरिंग करना था। तो 12वीं के बाद मैं बॉम्बे आया। एक साल रुया कॉलेज में पढ़ा। उसके बाद 3 साल मैंने वीजेटी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में इंजीनियरिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग किया। 1956 to 1959 59 अप्रैल में हमारी फाइनल थी। जून में रिजल्ट आया। बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस आई स्टूड फर्स्ट इन द क्लास and I also got a gold medal in those days, and which is still with me. After 59, I worked for 2 companies, small companies, for about 1 year, and in 1960, I joined Larsen & Toubro, which was just coming up as an electrical industry in India, just coming up. In fact, first assembly of starter I had seen being done in Larsen & Toubro. So I started as a junior engineer there. I worked my way up for 15 years. In the year 1967, I was given the responsibility of sales manager of Mumbai, then Mumbai region, where it was covering Mumbai, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Goa. Entire Western India, you can say, I was covering. I worked in that position from 67 to 74. During that period, 2 things I did. L&T sales under my group, which I used to call Western region, rose from roughly 32 lakhs when I took over to 5 crores when I left the company. 5 crores. 2 areas where I worked very hard. One was a product called MK1 starter, which is still very popular starter in India. MK1 starter was technology of Denmark. The Danish company had developed this somewhere in 1940s, and that technology, though was considered as comparatively old, but very popular in India. Starter was very simple to operate, very simple to maintain, and I took upon me the challenge to popularize the starter, to start with in Western India, and then I was given the assignment to popularize it all over the country. I did so many things there, popularizing the starter in farmers, because farmers were electric pumps were the main users of our starters. So we had done a propaganda van in which we had got 8 film projector, and we used to go from village to village. Every night we used to cover one village after the other, even including in very cold winter nights. Our program would start at about 9:30 because farmers will come after dinner. At 9:30 we will be having program in open ground with that van, projector and a screen. The thing we did was, that time there was a film called Mother India. Mother India was based on farmer. You know that. So that was very popular among farmers. I had got that film in 8 format, which we used to show on the projector. So as soon as the people come, naturally we used to call them at 9:30. Not all of them will come at 9:30. Between 9:30 and 10, slowly the whole group will percolate. At one place in Maharashtra, in one particular incident, we had 1,000 farmers for that program. 1,000. It had become so popular because of the film. The film will last for about, it was a very long film. About 12 o'clock we'll finish the film. and then we'll talk about our starter, not in the beginning. So they felt that Larsen & Toubro as a company is very close to farmer community. That feeling we created. So people then used to go for our starter. That time our brand was LTLK. Larsen & Toubro, LK was our Danish principal, who incidentally also have a stall here, LTLK. So the farmer will go to the shop where on the board it will be written LTLK starter available here in Marathi. इथे मिळतो. So he will see that, go to the counter, please give me LTLK. He will not say starter, he will say LTLK. And like that, we had captured 85% market of starters in that range. 85% within 4 years. Then that same idea was repeated in northern India, southern India. Eastern India, to some extent, we were weak because even those days Kolkata was not very kind of coming up fast. The best, our best market always was Maharashtra, followed by Gujarat, smaller state, and then by MP. MP was developing very fast that time. We got huge orders from cooperatives, marketing federations, farmers cooperatives, and even cooperative banks used to give us orders that if you want to give farm loan to the farmers, provided he buys Kirloskar electric pump and your starter. To that extent, we had percolated. Like, there was a vegetable ghee called dalda.
Yes.
So people used to go to the shop and say, 1 kilo dalda dev. So we had created that kind of a atmosphere that farmer will go and say, Mala LTLK paije. They will come with cash, buy LTLK. That time the starter was costing only 95 rupees. Today the price is more than 3,000 rupees. But that was become so popular. Then another product of modification of MK1 starter, we developed an irrigation panel. It was a box in which there was a starter, there was a protection unit, and there was a meter on the cover. So the farmers could see that my pump is working. Then we had put 3 lamps there. So we know that I've got 3 lines from the electricity board. So that one panel we had made. In one case, one sugar factory which was providing all these fertilizer, seeds, etc. to their farmer members, they gave us order for irrigation panels, 500 numbers in one lot. Just we had introduced. And when this big order came, my manufacturing people almost went mad. The general manager there, who was almost director level, he came with a big cake to my table to celebrate that order of 500 irrigation. It was unusual. So this was about the starter. Larsen & Toubro had just introduced circuit breakers there. Circuit breaker, is a device for cutting the power, protection, etc. Before we introduced the air brake circuit breakers, oil brake circuit breakers were very popular. L&T introduced air circuit breakers from France, technology from France, and again, that put me in charge of popularizing that product. Again, there was a sugar factory near Pune, very big sugar factory. So they had old switchgear, old panels. They wanted us to replace it. We went there, studied the problem, and we got the first single order with 14 circuit breakers in one panel. Single order. It was a big order in those times because that value was about 1.5 2 lakhs, which was a very huge amount. So we got that order. Again, that same general manager came and with a cake, 2 kilos cake for my department. On that it was written air circuit breaker. Not congratulations or anything. So these are the incidents I always enjoyed. In 1974 and early 75, I quit my job, starting my own industries, which were there for 30 years. During that period, in 1988, I felt the need of serving control panel community. So with other three friends, I established COSMA, Control Panel and Switchgear Manufacturers Association. Initially, the name given was Control Panel Manufacturers Association. The short form was becoming COMA. And I said it will be very risky to tell people that we have an institution called COMA. So I add the word S there. So Control Panel and Switchgear Manufacturers Association. As I told you, we started with 4 friends. We have now today 561 members all over India. COSMA is today one of the best supporters of ElAsia. Our relation with ElAsia dates back to 2008. They were having one stall, I think not more than 50, 60 exhibitors. From those days, COSMA and Triune are working together. From one stall, they have risen to 4, 5 today, 700 exhibitors. And we pray that they go to 10, 15, 16 stalls in next few years. That's our not only wish, but our support.
So your journey is so inspiring and commendable. So sir, can you please tell us more about like what is the core vision of COSMA and how it was founded and what is the current offerings of COSMA to the electrical industry?
Okay.
As I have already heard the very interesting fact about the name of COSMA.
Yes, I will tell you. In 1980s, there was sugar industry coming up. So lots of new sugar factories were coming up who will require electrical products. I used to go from my company, others will come. And we found that while working or trying to get orders from those factories, sitting in the room with the directors, negotiations, etc., it was creating a kind of a ill feeling. I lost the order to my other competitor, he lost the order to me. That was always a feeling, ill feeling created. And I felt that there is no need. First of all, life's rule is survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. And therefore, it's nobody's monopoly. To be fittest is your decision. You have to grow, you have to develop yourself, you have to improve your infrastructure, factory, knowledge, relations, so many things. So, since life is survival of the fittest, I defined along with my 3 friends that we need not be competitors. We should be friendly competitors. So we added the word friendly competitors. And when we defined this, along with that we put some more objectives of the association, which I will tell you. The whole atmosphere of brotherhood was created. Nobody felt that animosity which was there within the same industry group. So we defined the objectives. First was brotherhood, second was mutual support, third and very important was long-term friendship. I have come to know you today, I should not forget you. Fourth and most important was mutual support. If he is a panel builder, he needs my support, I need support from him, mutually we help. All this we defined in a very nice way. The whole thought of creating COSMA came to me from my days with Rotary. Mumbai, one Rotary club was there, Mumbai West, Midwest, Midwest, of which I was the first president. And I felt that if a Rotary can develop into international brotherhood, why not COSMA? Incidentally, Rotary was also founded by 4 friends. Same happened with COSMA. Rotary had 4 principles. We adopted the same 4 principles. Brotherhood, mutual support, no animosity, etc., etc. The unit was founded, association was founded with 4, 16, 24, like that we grew and grew. In 2005, we had 60 members. In 2008, When we first came to Bangalore in ElAsia, we had 108 members. From that today, we have 561 members. And we have never forgotten what Tribune has done for us, because in 208 when we associated ourselves with ElAsia, that was the time we formed our group, what would normally be called as a chapter in Bangalore, where today we have 150 members. ElAsia has grown, so also we have grown. So electrical industry, I am very proud that I have been able to do my little bit to help farmers, help the industry, and help the public at large by association with ElAsia. Similarly, you know there is a apex body of electricals, Indian Electrical and Electronics Manufacturers Association. We have very close relations with them. Every Elecrama since 2004, they allot to us one complimentary stall, and we make it a point to have two senior people from our association full time there. This time for ElAsia, 8 of us have come here. We have so much of say consideration to serve the industry.
So the story of COSMA and your journey is so inspiring, and I'm feeling so overwhelming right now. So sir, can you please tell us more about like the social responsibilities of COSMA? As you have mentioned already, you are doing a lots of work in this segment. So what are the initiatives that are working right now?
Other areas.
Yes, sir.
I finished my engineering in 1959, 67 years. But I have not lost connection with my engineering college. Until about August 25, I was on the managing committee of past students. Past students is alumni. So we have a very strong alumni association of VJTI with 3,200 members. I was the first chairman of that association in 2007 to 2010. That period, I made 1,300 members. Today, we are at about 3,200. Every month, one full day I give to that association. And as a result, today I got very close contact with our director. Earlier he used to be called principal, now he is called director. One Dr. Sachin Kore, he is our director. I got very close contact with him because whenever there is a specific project, he invites me. 2010, I started publication of one magazine like this, yearly magazine, which is published on the reunion day. We have an annual reunion of past students. On that day, it's published. The word for that is Vaijayanti. Vaijayanti, you know, is a flower. So we have named it as Vaijayanti, which also incorporates our words VJTI. And I am the editor of that magazine ever since it has been started. Because starting that kind of magazine, by God's grace, was my thought. 2009, 2010, I was away to USA when that magazine was to be published, and I prepared the entire data for that sitting in USA, transmitted by mail, etc., and it was published in India. Since then, even the Vaijayanti 26, I am the editor. I am proud about it. Vaijayanti has 3 breakups. We talk about our department achievements, we talk about our student achievements, and lastly, we raise funds for our activities where we give scholarships to the students. We need money. So I run that as an editor, correspond with director, faculty, past students, so many things. But I am very happy. It's a very, very popular mag, and everybody loves not only to read it, but they are looking forward to receive it. So this is for the engineering college. Because COSMA, I told you, It's my wife says she's your Cosma is my Sotan because I talk of Cosma so very often in the house. So she says she's your Sotan because every girl's name ends with A, Neha, then like that. So she says she's your Sotan. I love to work for Cosma because I call it my baby. Now third, I am in 2010, we established one NGO called Hari Om Charitable Trust. It's a registered charitable trust where we have got Section 8 exemption, Section 12A exemption of income tax, and we are registered under Register of Companies as authorized to run CSR projects. 2010 we started with one school, 110 students. Slowly the number grew. 25, 26, sorry, I would say 24, 26, we had 65 schools, 3,000 and odd children, and we disbursed materials to the children worth 1 crore 14 lakhs. Then came year 25, 26, just concluded academic year. Again, we went for capital items, annual consumable items. Again, our figure was close to 1 crore 20 lakhs. Now 26, 27 planning is going on. Rajendra Shah is very closely associated with me. We have to collect something more than 1 crore 20 lakhs. And I am confident that I will cross that figure.
I'm also confident, sir, by seeing your passion, that you are very passionate about social responsibilities of COSMA, and you are doing a lot in this segment. So, sir, as you have a very wide range of experience in electrical industry, so according to you, what are the technologies and innovations that are going to dominate the market in the upcoming years? Can you please shed some light on the
Yeah, I will
factors?
tell you that. Currently, three manufacturers from Europe are dominating the switchgear market. You know that ABB, Siemens, and Schneider. L&T had developed a number of products indigenously for switchgear, but that division of L&T was bought over by Schneider. I know the background, but that's irrelevant to talk about now. So these are the three European companies dominating the market. There was a company called C&S Electric in Delhi that was also bought over by Siemens. There are a few local players in the market. Havels is one of them. HPL is there. Like that, two, three are there. Technic is there in certain areas of electrical industry. But they have not grown to that size of international market. COSMA does not believe in discrimination. We are not against these three European companies. We are certainly not against. They have got deep pockets. They have got better R&D facilities. They are introducing good products. No doubt about that. At the same time, as a part of our country's Make in India thrust, we also encourage local industries. Havels is there, HPL is there, Technic is there. We tell them, for example, two people from Havels approached us yesterday. They want to sit with me to understand how to grow their market share. Sanjeev was also with me. I told them I'm here for 4 days. Call me. Worst comes if we cannot meet during the exhibition hours, please come to my hotel. It's not very far from here. We can meet there. I'll be very happy to give you ideas how to penetrate the market and increase your market share. Only from one point of view, we are proud of our country. We love our country and we want our country to grow.
So you have highlighted a very important aspect of Indian market, Make in India initiative. It is ruling the market and it has improved a lot the landscape of electrical and power industry. So there are any scope for the improvement as well from the government side and from the electrical industry as well? Do you see any challenges, any difficulties as well that we can work on and grow better in the future?
See, first of the principles of COSMA is no confrontation. Whether it is so-called dominant manufacturers or another association or government. We don't believe in confrontation. It's easy to confront, but confrontation leads to nowhere. And ultimately, in the confrontation, whoever is losing works on his ego, not on his merits. Suppose I am confronting you and I am loser. You talk to me 10 points. I talk to you 10 points. And I am on the losing side. And what happens? Ego comes in the picture. हम किसी से कम नहीं. समझे ना?
Yes.
COSMA in principle does not believe in confrontation. I'll give you an example. Few years back, my own company L&T, I left the company. They had developed a product which had certain problems for our panel builders. So our panel builder members came. He said, Mr. Kazi, we are facing this problem. It is your own company. Let's fight with them. They use the word. Fight through our magazine. Write articles, nasty article about them. Products are bad. They are cheating the company, industry. I said, well, how does it help? How does it help you? You write in the magazine, you write somewhere, you write to them directly later, either individually or from association. Does it help? I persuaded them. Then we had the meeting with the top persons in L&T. It so happened that the person who was designing the products indigenously, he was my class fellow from VJTI. He's in Bangalore. My class fellow. We were in the engineering college 3 years sitting on the same bench. So I called him. His name is Mr. Joseph. He's a very good friend. Yesterday also he came to the exhibition. I call him Sabu, short name. I said, Sabu, this is the problem my people are facing, my members are facing with so-and-so product. Can we meet? He's a very nice person. He said, Satish, come over. He went there with the products, what difficulties we are facing. Within less than a month, L&T modified those products, and problem was solved. This was the achievement because of the theory of no confrontation. We went with, not that we are beggars, but we went with the solid problems. And we never create a situation to antagonize. Antagonize doesn't help. The person on the other side has his own ego. He has his own strong points. He has his own weak points. But does it help? Only thing in life helps is work with open mind and don't allow other men or one's own self to come to the ego. Because once you come to the ego, there is no solution. It's only ending with fight. And COSMA doesn't believe in that. That is why we are very successful even with these three dominant manufacturers, equally successful with smaller people of India, and equally successful with IMA, Triune, and everybody. Rajendra Shah attends all the exhibitions where we go. Electrical exhibitions, there are so many in India. Now next month there is one in Ahmedabad. Every exhibition organizer comes to COSMA, wants my logo. And Rajendra Shah asked for a complimentary stall in every exhibition. There's one in Chennai last January. We got Pune, yes. In Ahmedabad, yes. In ElAsia, We already been offered complimentary stall and for last so many years. Same thing with Triune. Why? We have no personal interest, we have no selfish interest. We want to serve electrical industry.
I strongly believe in the principles of COSMA as well. So, sir, as a renowned face in the industry, would you like to give one piece of advice to the and young emerging leaders who are trying to enter into this space? Please convey one advice or any piece of knowledge. So,
Newcomers?
yes, so
Okay.
it can help them to improve and start in this segment.
See, our country has the culture of entrepreneurship. I also became an entrepreneur by leaving L&T, start my own enterprise. There are many who want to become entrepreneurs. So they come into our industry also. They work somewhere, start small way, big way, panel building. My advice to them is threefold. First, make quality products. That will give you long time sustainability. Quality products. If you make bad products, maybe you will survive for a short while, but not for a long time. So quality is first. Second, and very important, never overcharge a customer. If you can sell an item for say X price, don't charge X plus. Why? Customer is also equally intelligent. You may get away with X plus, but tomorrow he will not come to you. Who is your best buyer? A repeat customer. Customer who has bought from me today comes back for his next project to me. That is my biggest marketing success. Third and very important, sacrifice today. Create goodwill which you can encash tomorrow. Create goodwill, encash tomorrow. So there is a definition of goodwill. Goodwill is a profit of future. Goodwill is the profit of future. I will give you an example. One very big manufacturing company near Bombay, I'm talking of 1977. Schneider was not there. ABB also not much there. L&T was there. Siemens was there. Both the companies had strike at the same time. The products were being rationed. One contractor, you had to work for it. Rajesh Shah would know. This company gave us a big order, big by those standards. It was worth, I think, about 50,000-60,000 rupees, very big by that standard. So, their engineer came for inspection, equipment was ready. Then he said, there is some problem. Our motor ratings have changed. We want you to change from this to this to this. I said, okay. And that was the time when L&T and Siemens both were on strike. So getting components also a problem. Still, I was having relations with both the companies. Here it was Siemens components, where again, though I was from L&T, had very good relations with the sales manager there. So I told my estimator that just work out what is the cost, what will be the cost increase, how much we can claim from them. So my estimator made a very quick check and he said, we may have to charge about 2,500 rupees to them extra, additional material, difference in material cost, wiring, etc., etc. 2,500, which was about 4% of the value of the order. So the engineer said, I have no authority to approve this. And if I go back and put up this case for increase of 2,500, two things will happen. My boss is not a technical man. So he will feel that vendor is trying to make quick money. Worse still, my boss will think that that engineer said that he has got some personal interest in that. He was very frank, young man. He was hardly 28, 29. So I said, okay, what should I do then? He's going to cost me. He says, can you do me one favor? Absorb this cost. Believe me, I did not even blink. I only said yes. Within 2 seconds, my man who had estimated, he was sitting with me. My manufacturing man was sitting with me. I simply said yes. In just 2 seconds, that man was virtually in tears. He said, Kazi Saab, you have really saved my job. Virtually, you know. I said, what is there? You 2,500, you lose, what is there? Within 3 years of that, 2 years of that, he sent me another very big requirement, as we call it, inquiry. Okay, that 60,000 rupees order which was discussed there, this order was worth about 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs from the same company. We made the quotation. It was Monday or Tuesday we must have sent the quotation. Following Monday, without any negotiations, I got an order of 5 lakhs. No discussions, no negotiation, technically quotation was perfect. No commercial discussions, no negotiations, no discount demand, nothing. Order comes straight on my table with quoted price, with no negotiations. So I phoned that engineer. Thank you. He said, don't thank me. Thank your that sacrifice. So that 2,500 was my investment, my goodwill, which gave me order worth 5 lakhs. So this is what I give the advice, that when you come to a point where a mind says, charge, use your conscience, use your inner voice, and if you feel that you can sacrifice, rest assured, next order is yours.
So your storytelling giving me goosebumps, and I'm loving it. So, sir, for the upcoming years, like evolution is the essential part of any industry and any human life. So, in the upcoming years, how COSMA is going to evolve? Like, what are the plans of COSMA? How it is going to invest, and which sectors in excites you, and what are the social responsibilities as well?
In coming years?
Yes.
Okay. COSMA, as I told you, one of the objectives is to bring up technical capabilities of our members. COSMA is, I would use the word objective-wise, committed to upgrade our members technically. That knowledge should be there, because ultimately your strength is in the knowledge. As they say, that 20th century was of Lakshmi ji, money. 21st century is Saraswati ji, knowledge. So we try to imbibe knowledge into our members, for which we conduct seminars, webinars, invite large companies, including the dominant players, to tell our people about new developments, new technologies, new products they are planning to develop. That helps our members technically. There are certain advantages our members can get from government. You might be knowing that when a member who is MSME takes part in an exhibition, almost 100% of his costs is paid by the government. 100% by way of subsidy. Now, not many people are aware of this. So we try to teach our members, guide our members how to claim this subsidy. This is the commercial aspect of it. Two things happen in this process. The burden of going to the exhibition, on the financial burden on the member is reduced. Secondly, it inspires him to take part in more exhibitions in future. This is the second part. Third and most important, we create brotherhood, intimacy, so that members do not feel alienated. They feel at home. Our one director, Anand, is now planning to prepare a nice membership directory where he will not only have name, company, etc., he will have photographs of the members, directors, etc., their company photographs, their machinery photographs, and each member's specialty. Which product is his own specialty. Somebody may be specialist in one product, somebody may be the other. He is making efforts and he is interviewing people the way you are doing it.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your journey with us. I'm feeling so blessed and privileged to have you with us today. And thank you so much for giving an access to the plethora of knowledge of yours to us.
Thank you.
As you have said with us also off camera, khajana of knowledge. And thank you so much for giving us the
I have
access
done
to.
my best.
Thank you so much.
I'm not a professional podcaster, but I have done my best. So nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.